All right, I'm just going to show you around the app a little bit. Up in the top left-hand corner, you see a picture of me treading water. You click that, gives you all your account information buttons, most that don't work yet, but that's okay. You can edit your profile. This is a little bit more for the swimmer than it is the coach right now, but it's got your info. All right. On the front, shows you kind of how many yards or meters you've done this week. Recent practices will pop up. You got personal bests. So here's my 1,000 free. Broke 11 minutes last year. And then in my goals, I have 1,000 free for this year. And I just want to improve by 1%. So I got 63 days left until that swim meet. Better start training. And then we got some training records. Basically, for right now, it's just calculating the amount of... Actually, it's not... Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so... Just tracking how far you've gone in a day, in a practice, in a month. We'll add more to that later. All right, the next main button is the clock. This is the clock control center. This is like a quick set. So once you've connected to the clock over here in tools, you'll come back out and you can either do a practice in a practice book, or you can just, if you want to do like one set, where it's really special and you're going 5 100s free and you want to do them on 108. Okay? You can just, boom, do that one set, or you can do a bunch of sets. Or you can add rounds and sets, right? So if you want to do 4 rounds of 10 50s on 50, followed by 10 25s on 25, you could do that, and then it'll all show up, right? If you want these to be down, counting down rather than counting up, just click the arrow button. Okay, when you click start, it'll start on 50. All right. The real-time button turns your clock into a real-time clock. It's military time or international time, so 24 hours a day. And then we have a ladder button where you can, let's say you want to do 16 100s, starting on 1:15 and descending by 1 second. Boom. There you go. Click start. All right, so that's the clock control center. Share is not available yet. Tools, this is where you can connect to your clock. Okay, very simple. You don't need to go to your Bluetooth settings. We have a water polo shot clock type of a button. So this will be your water polo practice tool. Okay. We got a standard stopwatch. We've got a time converter that's not converting time exactly correct right now, but we'll get to that. We'll fix the calculator. And then a pace calculator. So if you wanted to know what you had to hold in the mile to break 20 minutes, you get a quick calculation there. And we'll add to that too. But, all right, the last button I'd say is practice, the main practice button. This is your practice log. This is where you log all the swim practices. So here's the practice that we did with the Masters team yesterday. Okay. You can add a set. It's got a little bit more information. You don't have to put every single bit of information in there if you don't want. And then you can add them. You can duplicate them. You can delete them. And you can go in and edit each single one that you want. And you can move them up and down the list. All right, so we've kind of made this as simple as easy. Attendance doesn't work yet, but you'll be able to take the attendance of your team, and that'll be part of the whole sharing. Just like anything, once you start writing one of these, make sure you save it, all right, in case you need to come back to it. And then I still write mine on paper, so I take a picture, and you can post it, save it into each one of these practices. And then if you want to actually run the practice, this Bluetooth part, you can maneuver between sets if you just want to do a specific set, maybe this main set. But you can toggle between them, Bluetooth. And then when you finish the practice, it'll keep track of your energy zones, and it'll send it out here under recent practices. So today we got another practice, right? Oh no, tomorrow. So we can write tomorrow's practice. I think we're just going to go 600. We'll just put it on 15, just to get a good understanding of how many minutes we're spending at practice. So yeah, that is for now the Swimnerd app. If you got any questions or suggestions, feel free to just email me or call me or text me or whatever. And we are working hard to get as much updated and going as